a good cup of tea in the morning, and this one is a better cup of tea. Lovely. Good morning, everybody. Don't know what you're drinking this morning. Tea, coffee, some kind of exotic fruit tea, chamomile, peppermint, glass of water, squash, fizzy. Now there's a controversial subject, fizzy drinks. As you might know, if you've seen my poll this morning, we're running out of CO2 apparently. Wow, what are we going to do if we run out of CO2? Interestingly enough, what are people concerned about if we do run out of CO2? Is it the fact that they're not going to have their fizzy drink? Or is it the fact that vital operations might not be able to be carried out in hospital? Got to stop and think there, haven't you? Can you do without your Coke to save someone's life? Don't know. Other fizzy drinks are available. So there you go. Good morning. Hope you're all well. What have you been up to this week? Well, what did you do yesterday, Monday? Was it a good start to the week? What did you crack on in there for this week? Was it good? I'm really excited this week because, well, I'll go and tell you the truth. Actually, yesterday I struggled. I actually struggled yesterday to get going. But fortunately, I had my colleague Odessa. She had my back, and she was helping me up the mountain of non-movement throughout the day. And by the end of the day, I was really quite myself again. It's good to have people on your back, people that have got your back and on your team, isn't it? Really important. But yeah, what was your yesterday like? Was it good? Was it a good start to the week? Was it a bad start to the week? I mean, it's always good to get the week off to a good start. But overall, I'm really excited for this week because this week sees the return of the health and well-being event from A Better Way of Life. I spoke to our guest speaker last night, and I can't tell you all the detail. I can't, because it's all a bit secret, but all a bit hush-hush. But let's just say that he will be a little bit late to the event. Not a lot, just a little bit. So he won't be there right from the start, which is fine anyway, because we've got a settling in period. And the reason being is just before he does our event, he's got a major interview with a major TV program. How exciting is that? You see? So, we managed to get some really top class people for our network events. Really, I mean, he's a lovely guy as well, Darren. Darren Stanton's our guest speaker. He messaged me and said, I hope you don't mind, but is it possible that I can just do this little interview with this big TV program before I come to your event? And I was thinking, shall I say no? Just to wind him up, because of course he could, but it was so nice that he asked. You know what I mean? Because clearly we're low fry. We're small fry compared with the other thing that he's doing. But then of course, if a lot of you come along and make it an absolutely fantastic event for both of us, for all of us that are there, then actually, we could be the highlight of his day. So the challenge has been set. If you want to turn up for a health and well-being event, it's a networking event. It's around little virtual tables. It's none of this thing. People keep asking me, will there be a recording of the event? No, there won't. You can't have a recording of something that's interactive. You can't have a recording of people having proper conversations like you and me are having now. You see, you can't have you can have a recording of this because it's me and you, So it's just the two of us. But once you get 6 people around the table times however many turn up, you can't do that. It'd be multiple conversations all happening at the same time. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So if that sounds like your kind of networking event, if you've tried these other ones where it's, you know, turn up, 15-second pitch, move on, you know, try and say something interesting about your business in 15 seconds. Frightening, that, isn't it, really? And it's not really worked for you, or you just find it's very elongated, because after that you then have to, you know, decide who you're going to meet with, and then you have to come back again and then back again, and actually it takes you 6 months before you've actually really pitched properly to the right person. In fact, if you hate pitching and you just like actually having a proper chinwag with someone, finding out what it is that their business does, you know, sharing some of your experiences, and through that developing proper relationships which could lead to some proper business, which it always has done in the past with these networking events that we've been running, then come along. That's the kind of thing for you. Oh, the cost. I'm glad you asked that. It's absolutely free. Yeah, I know, amazing. Thanks to the generosity of some lovely sponsors who, you know, are in it because I forced them to be. Yeah, it's free, so you can come along and take part in what will be extraordinary, and it doesn't cost you a penny, just a bit of your time. But time is a commodity that we should all make available to each other, because that's how we create a better way of life. So that's what's happening. Later today, I've got another music interview later on in the day. So stay tuned to you know, my channel. That sounds weird, doesn't it? I'm talking about it like it's TV, but it feels a bit like TV sometimes. So stay around, hover around my profile throughout the day, if you like, or find the post with the music thing and press the event reminder, and you'll get that. The details of the Better Way of Life network event are on the website, thebetterwayoflife.co.uk, or they're on our business page. Do hop along there. There's some lovely photos. There's a wonderful photo of Odessa last week with an ice cream, which might be the last ice cream of the season. I'm thinking it may be. So whatever's happening in your world, enjoy a better cup of tea, or whatever it is you're drinking this morning, and we'll see you around. Have you got an invite for the wellness workshop? Yeah, absolutely. I'll put it in the comments, but you can, if you go to betterwayoflife.co.uk and you go to events, you can just click on the button as well, and that will take you straight through. Thanks, Dawn. What are you drinking this morning, Dawn? Are you on the tea? Glass of water? Squash? Juice? What are you having there? And also, what does PMP stand for behind your name? I've not come across that one before now. That's good. I thought about having letters after my name. I can put some there, believe it or not. I did get some qualifications. But of course, one of them was mid-degree and one of them's a diploma. I didn't quite fancy having dip after my name. Everyone knows that I'm a bit of a dip anyway. Oh, you've seen several other invites via LinkedIn. Good. Yeah, love to see you there, Dawn. That would be great. This is actually just the second cup of the day, and that's it then. Oh, lemon infused water. That is posh. Yeah. No, that's very, very good for you. That is really good for you. Watch that. Oh, look at this. I'm getting all the information. Project manager professional. I'm impressed. Yeah. Project manager professional. So it's a good conversation at parties, that one. I've got PMP after my name. You don't tell people what it is, and they can spend all night guessing. You know, of course, if they're in the know, then good. But you know, new people will spend all night guessing what it is that you do. Very good indeed. So yeah, again today I've done 2 polls. I know, no slacking from me. One of them was a serious poll about the CO2, and the other one was about hair product, of which I am a connoisseur. I of course I use a fair bit of hair product myself. It's the only way that I can keep this hair barnet in order. I've been doing it for years now. I used to have it long. Used to have really long hair. In fact, next time we do it live, remind me, and I'll put up a photo of what I used to look like with long hair. But now, since I've had it short, I can't stand it sort of going in your face and all that and being floppy. So yeah, I've always had spiky hair. But I just thought, let's see what other people use to keep their charming hair in order. And you know, people do all that. Bye, Dawn. Thanks for turning up. It's an absolute pleasure. See you at the event. But yeah, you know, and what's amazing me, I'm doing these Duro polls a few times just to see, basically to see how shallow we are as a group of people, because it's interesting to see whether people vote more on the important news stories of the day or hair product. You can guess, can't you, which one it is? Yeah. So for all of you people out there that don't believe that LinkedIn, you know, content is going the way of other social media platforms, you're wrong. It is. Doesn't matter how much we fight it or you want to fight it. At the end of the day, people love those little posts about things that have got no relevance to anything at all in the world, apart from, you know, they make us all feel human, and that's an important thing. Don't underestimate the power of connectivity with each other. Maybe that's just a starting point. Have you ever thought that? Maybe just connecting on a really almost primordial level of hair product is just the starting point. You know, doesn't mean to say it has to stay there, does it? Doesn't mean to say you can't then take it onto a proper conversation about what it is that you do. I mean, let's face it, if you walked into a pub tomorrow, is the first thing you start talking to a complete stranger about your business? If it is, well, then you're probably a Billy No Mates. But you might make small talk first. Just think about that for a second. For all you people that don't understand why there's a proliferation of maybe quite lowbrow posting going on, maybe it's something to do with that. You know, that small talk comes first, then business talk second. Just saying. Could be right, could be wrong, as John Lydon said, or maybe right, maybe wrong. Who knows? So looking forward to the Health and Wellbeing event this coming Thursday. If you haven't got your ticket, do I sound like I'm repeating myself? That's because I am. Get it now. Go to abetterwayoflife.co.uk, click and get. Simple as that. Wow Ergonomics will be back tomorrow. Yes. So stay tuned for Wow Ergonomics tomorrow. Back with Stephen having to guess the ergonomic product. That went down quite well last week. I think we'll try that again. And I am going to be quizzing him this week on his new profile photo. Oh, that was a discussion last night. Goodness. Have you had your profile picture professionally done, taken of late? Have you had a new profile photo? Do you like it? Do you think it represents you? Or do you do your own? Do you know? And how long do you spend on it? Oh, thanks, Susan. Yeah. What would be the reason to speak first about your business other than wanting to do business? Well, exactly. And we are all here for business. Let's not get this wrong. I mean, that's the point of LinkedIn, surely. It's a business platform. It's a social platform, but it's a business platform. most of us that are here want to do business. But I'm just saying that, you know, let's not forget that even in the real world, the social etiquette of business isn't always to just dive on in with business conversation, is it? Doesn't always happen, right? You know, the only thing that's missing from a social media platform per se is food, I think, which is why when Odessa and me do our little show on a Friday now, we do talk about food a lot. Because I do think, you know, that's the one thing when you get together face to face with people, that's a real icebreaker, isn't it? You know, the buffet comes out, you know, people initially talk about, you know, whether the sandwiches are cut in squares or they're cut in triangles, you know, or I haven't seen a vol au vent since the 70s. Oh, you know, I'm not really a fan of this, you know, a little small talk around the food, which then goes on to develop into proper conversations about business. But, you know, there's that conversation about the food first. Don't deny it. It happens. It's true. What are you drinking? That whole conversation, that's a starter for 10, isn't it? So often, what are you drinking? You know, that whole thing about how do you have your coffee? How do you have your tea? Where do you normally go to get coffee? Which you know, coffee shop's your favorite? Triangles all the way. Good to see you back with your old photograph there, Stephen. I think we must have a copy of your new photo for tomorrow, and maybe we can get people to vote on it. How about that? I think that's a great option, yeah? So there you go. Thanks for joining me again, folks. For a better cup of tea in the mornings. I look forward to seeing you throughout the rest of the week. Take it easy, and I'd look forward to seeing you at the Health and Wellbeing Network event. It is for anybody, because we should all be concerned with our health and well-being. Doesn't matter what we do, what roles we do, etc. I'd love to see, as usual, lots of professionals in the health and well-being sector there to give advice and their opinion and be available to anybody who's outside of the sector, because that's the important thing, that comes along as well. All right. And remember, our special guest will be talking about body language, reading people's body language. You reading mine now? Look into my eyes. What am I really thinking? Good. I think you've got the measure of me. Take care, and I'll see you during the week. Bye for now.